Namaste. Welcome to another session of Doron Yoga. I'd like you to take a look at what I'm holding in my hand and for a moment just consider what you're seeing here. Some of you may say that I'm holding a jar, some a glass with liquid, a red liquid. All will be good descriptions. What's important to recognize is that what we're seeing or what we're describing are labels that our mind uses to describe something. This something at this moment may be exactly what we've described, but we have to recognize that this thing was not and will not stay the same thing. Maybe it came from being sand, maybe it'll go back to becoming recyclable, maybe it'll be converted to something else. So I want to just point and let us think about the fact that when we see things, if we get attached to what we imagine them to be, we may suffer because most likely they will not remain that way. If we get attached to our concept of what things are because we think that we know what they are, sometimes we'll again suffer because we may project onto things something that they're not. Some of us will maybe think that this is a drink, some of us will think this is leftover paint color. And it's really important to recognize that unless we really know, that unless we know facts, and even then those facts most of the time are manufactured by our minds, that we can recognize and be able to switch, to change, to be open for the idea that what we think we know is just a projection of our mind and not reality. This is based on the concept of emptiness in Buddhism, the idea that things don't necessarily have an inherent existence of their own, that we see things and we think that they are real and we think that they'll be permanent, but most, or actually everything, will constantly change, including ourselves. We're in constant change. So I invite you to take the time to maybe sit, meditate, think about it, maybe eventually stop thinking about it and just see if you can start to begin to see reality for what it is, with using less labels, with using less attachment to what you see, with recognizing that many times what we see is just a projection of our mind. Here's to be willing to go with the flow, to be willing to accept change. Thank you. Namaste.